All right, and we should be live from Johnson City. Should be live here from Johnson City, Kansas. And we have a storm right on the Colorado-Kansas border here. Right on the I don't want it to say Joplin, Missouri the whole time, and let's hope I have good internet connection, because it's not going to be great today. It's going to be a little bit spotty, so that's not going to be all too great. So we're going to be on this storm in about 15 minutes here. We're going to be on this storm here in about 15 minutes. I do have my overlays back up here. We're now cooking with the overlays again. We should be able to see our storm soon. I think that these storms today might be a little bit grungy, is what I'd call them. So, kind of grungy, low LCL heights. Kind of ugly, to be honest with you. We'll see, though. Kind of ugly today. I'm not super confident about tornadoes. I'm kind of 50-50 on if tornadoes are going to happen. We do have a tornado watch, though. So we do have a tornado watch in effect. We do have a tornado watch in effect here. Far southwestern Kansas. I'm just a little bit to the west of Dodge City. Not too far west of Dodge City here. So probably about an hour and a half to the west of Dodge City, maybe an hour to the west of Dodge City. And I'm not going to lie, I'm very tired today. So this could be a very long stream. I wouldn't be surprised if I was live till midnight. I might need an energy drink to get me through it, but I would not be surprised. It's going to be a long, stream, because once these storms go upscale, we're going to be able to chase the wind back through here. So give me about 10 minutes and we'll be able to get a good view of this storm. Not even 10 minutes. Actually, we might have a view before that. It's a big rotating supercell right now, with very big hail, lots of wind. I'm not, like I said, not 100% sure about the tornado threat, but it's definitely there. And here's the thing, guys, it's spring and it's the plains, so you never know. Our storm's going to be in the distance over there. Like I said, I'm a little bit worried that we just didn't heat up enough. So storms can't be too cold, or else they won't produce tornadoes. And that's my worry, is that our storms are going to be a little bit cold. That's another worry I have down in the Texas Panhandle, which is the other target. You'll see quite a few chasers today down in the Texas Panhandle. Matt, once again, welcoming everybody to chat. Hope you guys are doing good. Let me know if you're doing good in the chat. Let me know how your day's going. Good, bad, in the middle. Let me know in the chat. Make sure to like the stream, and if you're new, sub to the channel. I really appreciate it. If I sound a little bit tired today, well, it's probably because I am tired. I left home last night at about 2 in the morning. I'm not going to lie, I just couldn't sleep last night. I don't know, I had trouble sleeping last night, so I was like, you know what the heck, I might as well just start driving. So I started driving, and went ahead, started driving, got to Wichita by about 5 in the morning. I slept in Wichita till about 8:30, so I got 3.5 hours of sleep in the car. And then I did take a nap yesterday, so I got a little bit of a nap in too. So you know, I'm not running on just 3 hours of sleep, but essentially about not much sleep. So tonight, I'm hoping I don't have to drive very far for tomorrow and I can catch up on some sleep. But I do think I'll be chasing pretty late. And you can see these low-level clouds are all feeding into this big old supercell back here. So I wouldn't be surprised if we got a couple of tornadoes, guys. Like I said, I really would not be shocked if we got a couple of tornadoes today. I'm unsure if they'll be good tornadoes or visible tornadoes, or if they'll be little bird fart kind of, you know, very weak tornadoes. I'm not really 100% sure. I'm not really sure yet, guys. There is a big mesocyclone on the storm. Lots of rotation. There's not a ton of chasers out today. There's a few chasers out today. You can see the storm off in the distance there on the right. There's our storm right there on the right. There's a few chasers out today, but it's nothing crazy. It's nothing crazy. It's not a good portion of the chasers are down to the south into Texas. And I'd say there's maybe 35-40% of the chasers are up here today, and then maybe the other 60-65% are down there in Texas. So it's not quite even, but there's a lot of inflow coming into this storm right now here. So that is a good sign to see if you're looking for tornado potential, is that inflow coming in. There's a train. We're gonna have to watch the trains. This thing is gonna be straddling the Colorado. I know my stream says Kansas, because you know, but this is kind of gonna be straddling the Colorado-Kansas border here. But there's our storm. You can see our updraft. Nice updraft. Lots of inflow streaming into this thing. I can see the base back there, and to be honest, there's a little tail cloud back there and maybe a little bit of a mesocyclone. So overall, I think this storm is probably pretty disorganized right now. It's probably very disorganized, but we'll have to see if something can tighten up. I'm not too sure. Like I've mentioned before, and you guys know this if you watch the channel, but I think most of all tornadoes are almost entirely driven by storm scale interactions. And I don't think today will be any different. I think we're going to be relying on storm scale interactions today. We'll see if those are favorable or. Severe thunderstorm warning for 80-mile-an-hour wind. Oh my goodness, that is quite the warning. We're in Mantor by the Colorado border, Mantor, Kansas. all these little Kansas towns, they have their own versions of skyscrapers here. With these what do you call it? No, those aren't silos. Yeah, some of them, maybe they're called silos. Some of them are called silos. Maybe some of the other ones are called something else. But these are the skyscrapers of this part of the country right here. I've never been through this little town. I've actually never been out here. I've been to southeast Colorado one time, but I think I was more towards the New Mexico-Colorado border. I was a little bit farther south. But I've never been to this. I've been to Dodge City, and I've maybe been to Sublette. But I don't think I've ever been this far west, all the way to the Colorado border, which we're almost there. Okay, getting another look at this storm. We're getting closer now, and this storm is also gaining ground on us too. It looks like a Scuddy base right now, a Scuddy base back there. So far, connection is good. We will keep our fingers crossed and see if that lasts. I know for a fact it's not going to last. We're in the middle of nowhere. We're going to lose connection. That's going to happen. It'll be on and off throughout the day. I hope it's not too bad. Oh gosh, my other phone is having a tough time getting charged up. That's a nice looking base. I don't know how much that's actually rotating, but it's a very nice looking base. And my other phone, I forgot to charge it up this morning. Rookie mistake, right? There's a nice lowering right there in the middle of the screen. Forgot to charge my other phone up, and it's now the charger's like half broken. It's like not working all the way, so we're gonna have to play this by ear. It's a nice looking base. If it produces a tornado, I actually think that it could be a little bit earlier into the life cycle of this thing. I really think that our tornado potential kind of peaks from about 3 to 5 p.m. So I think the tornado potential is the best in the next 2 hours or so. After that, I'm not too sure what we're going to be looking like, but I think it probably peaks in the first 2 hours, and we have a nice base here. So we have a nice supercell, and we have a nice base. Now we got to see if we can get a tornado out of this thing or not. But I'm going to be headed a little bit farther southwest here, and let's see. Let's hope we don't get too many mergers today. Mergers are usually pretty destructive on a day like today. I think the inflow just ramped up. The inflow really just ramped up here, so maybe we'll get a surprise today and we'll get something really crazy. You never know, guys. That's the fun thing about storm chasing. You never know. Like I said, I'm kind of 50-50 split on if today's going to be a good day or not. I've went back and forth. I'll look at one model run and I'll be like, man, it's going to be a good storm chase day, isn't it? And then, I'll look at another model run and I'll be like, well, shoot, well, maybe that's not looking too high right there. And then I'll see another model run and, that's just how it's been. I'll see something and I'll be like, okay, that could work. And it's one of those days where I'm not really 100%, but I definitely think that the potential's there. And looking at this storm, I actually think as of now it looks very healthy for some tornado chances. And so fingers crossed here. It looks pretty healthy for tornado chances right now. So far, the storms down in Texas are struggling. I really honestly liked that target in Texas better. I thought it was a better target. Although, I don't think this target is this target's not far behind. I do think that target in Texas is a little bit better, but that doesn't mean this target's bad. It's still a solid. This is still probably going to be a solid target up here. And like I said, tornado watch. There's definitely the chance for a few tornadoes. I wouldn't rule out a stronger one. It's definitely on the table. A stronger tornado is definitely in the cards today. I would not rule it out. Inflow on radar has probably picked up quite a bit. I really hope my stream is running well and my location's correct and all that stuff. I'm not really too sure. But we're just getting on this storm, and I appreciate you guys for tuning in here. I'm definitely tired today. Welcome to the Doppler gang, Gina. Thank you so much. Aaron Rodgers signed with the Steelers. Yes, I saw Aaron Rodgers did sign with the Steelers. It's getting a little bit more interesting back there now. We're gonna have to watch this. There's like a clear slide starting to get in there. Sorry guys, my radar is like blocking the most important part of the storm there. So let me move that. Mason Harris. Yeah, Mason Harris. I guess you're probably not out today. And guys, I'm not in chat. If anyone asks where I am or why it says Joplin, Missouri, just tell them that my location is broken and there's not much I can do about it. Usually it fixes itself. So hopefully it fixes itself, but I don't know how much the storm is actually rotating in the low levels. This storm definitely has good inflow, and it definitely has mid-level rotation. I don't know how much it's actually, going in the low levels right now. But I'm going to drive a couple more miles. I'm just going to drive a couple more miles here to the south. We're almost to the Colorado border. Just a couple more miles to the south, and then we're going to sit at a spot. Well, you know what? Based off how this thing is moving, we might want to just get on the next road. That actually could be that right there. Yeah, based on how this thing is starting to move east, we might just want to stop up here somewhere, guys, and just chill with these other dudes here. I'm going to go to the next road so I can point the car in a certain direction. We're not going to get behind the train tracks just in case a train comes. Let me flip around here, chat. Here we go, guys. The storm is looking more interesting. We're going to have some power poles in our way, but oh well. Hopefully these chasers right here aren't taking too much of the cell service. It's actually very, very good out here so far. So far on the cell service, so far so good there. And there's your view right there. Gosh, it's not the best view, but maybe I should try to wipe my windshield just a tad bit here. It's definitely... Okay, the storm's definitely got some movement on it under there now. I'm going to try to do a little bit of windshield wiping here and see if I can make this look less smeary here. Oh, there's all the chasers right there. Here. Just give them room right here. You can see the cracks on the windows there too. We might finish our windshield today. Honestly, y'all. If we haven't, I think that storm is really rotating now. It might actually do something. If we have a chance at a good tornado today, I might finish off the windows. Oh my gosh, my other phone is charging slowly but surely here. It is windy outside. My goodness, it is windy. This will be our best view, right? So the contrast is not all that great here. I'm trying to watch. Trying to get my oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Trying to hone in on this storm here. I'm trying to get my bearings here on this storm. Got to get my bearings on this thing. Man, the inflow is just ripping right now. This thing, It's got potential. The inflow's ripping here. I'm really hoping it doesn't become a rain-wrapped beast. There's actually, you know what? And there's actually 2 updrafts now forming. There's kind of one to the east here, and there's another updraft that kind of is formed to the west. I'm going to bank on the farther east updraft being the one to do something interesting. That is usually what will end up happening, is the updraft to the east will be the one to go for. I've learned my lesson about that many, many times. Wow, this storm looks pretty nice, though. Thank you guys for tuning in. Yeah, so far all the storms that are trying to go up in New Mexico and Texas have really struggled. So we're some of the only chasers on, we're some of the only live chasers on a storm here. That base is getting really low down there, and interesting. I wonder if the storm behind this front storm can actually nudge it and end up producing something. The contrast is horrible, guys. I'm not gonna lie. And there's like streaks on. Well, there's bugs on the. I just cleaned the windows off a little bit ago, and you know, lo and behold, the bugs are already back on the windshield after like an hour. But it is very windy out here, and the inflow is really, really picking up, and I think this storm is kind of gearing up. Yeah, after seeing how this is looking on radar now, I'm actually feeling just slightly more confident that we could get some tornadoes today, but we'll see. Once again, this is how the storm chasing always goes, guys. Derek, hey, Derek. That was a very generous $10 donation. I really appreciate that, bro. Thank you so much, Derek. W's in the chat for Derek. Heck yeah. Heck yeah, guys. Tornado possible? Yeah, I know. Tornado possible now. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, my radar is messed up. I forgot to fix it. Oh, it's all zoomed out. Uh-oh. Well, I'm gonna have to see if someone can fix that radar for me, because it's all messed up. I might text my sister and see if she's home. Oh, wow, that's a nice clear slot coming in on this storm right there. I'm going to call my sister and see if she can help me out. This is a good look for a tornado producer, guys. It is. This is a good look for that. Hey, Catherine. Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Oh, hey. Okay. My radar is too far zoomed out, so can you go to the bottom tab and press the radar omega icon on the bottom tab? It's the 1 second to the left. Yes. Now see my location right there? Use the scroll it and zoom it in.
Or the green dot?
What?
Which dot?
The blue dot.
Which dot?
The blue dot.
The blue?
Yeah. Zoom that in. Zoom in. Use like the mouse pad. And
Like that?
no, don't click on that. Click off of that. Oh my gosh. Click off of that. Okay, yeah, zoom it in like that. Zoom it in just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Okay, just a little more. Make sure it's kind of centered on me too. I think it is. Okay, that's good. Now left click and hold. anywhere on the screen. Just left click and hold. Are all those overlays gone? Oh no. Don't do that. Left click and hold outside of the box.
Okay.
Okay, left click and hold.
I am.
Are those overlays off? I can't see. Put your phone out a little bit so I can see the whole screen. What the heck? All right, hold on. I'm live right now, dude. We're getting close to having a tornado
What's
right
an
here.
overlay?
The overlays are the things on the side. Oh my gosh, this storm is really going, isn't
Yeah,
it?
I got those off.
What? Okay, you got them off. All right, let me check. I'm just checking my stream just to make sure it's good here.
It's on.
What? I don't have enough internet to call my sister, guys. She's lagging out bad. Oh my gosh. All these chasers are taking my internet now. Man, this thing is coming. We got to find a route at some point that gets us out of here. Okay, it's fixed. It's fixed. Yeah, it looks like there's a tornado forming back there, guys. Sorry, I was trying to fix my stream. I can't tell. It's getting rain. All the rain is getting wrapped in there, so it's hard to see, guys. Rapid rotation in there, though. I'm not really sure. If a tornado happens, we'll see it right here. It's a lot of rain now wrapping around there. We still got time here before we have to run. I bet that's some big hail in there too. Probably getting all wrapped up in there. And I might lose internet, guys, at some point. Lots of inflow on this thing, and we might have a tornado attempt to form soon. We're gonna have to watch. We're gonna have to watch this storm right here. Sorry about the cracks in the windows, guys. It's just a part of the. It's a part of the gig. What is that? Is it trying to form one right there? It's hard to tell now because of all this rain. It's a little bit more difficult to tell here with all this rain here wrapped up around this thing, and I can't tell. There could be a tornado trying to form back into that wall of rain, and I would never know really. I do know I should probably get a little bit east at some point here. I don't really know what this storm's game plan is here. But it's an interesting cloud. All right, that got so rain wrapped. It was such a perfect looking nice storm, and it got all rain wrapped and just ugly. Got super rain wrapped, super ugly really quick. That's not exactly what we were hoping for here. But oh my gosh, these cracks are just getting bigger and bigger on this windshield. Let's I just like, I don't know who that guy is. Oh, I feel like I do. Oh, good night. It's a lot of motion in there. This storm as a whole is just rapidly rotating. It looks very cold. it looks very cold, which is not a uncommon thing for this area of the country. I'm going to go ahead and get position on it here because I need to go ahead and get position on this thing and just figure out my positioning here. I'm going to have to take the dirt. Yeah, we just gotta, for now, I don't think it's gonna produce, it's not gonna produce at this moment, so we're just gonna get positioning on it here. If it was really gonna produce right there, it'd stay right here. But you never know. That's the hard thing to know. Is it like actually producing a tornado right now? Is it just rain wrapped, cycling? It's hard to tell. It's very hard to tell when the storm gets rain wrapped like that because, you know, you can't see enough. You just don't have enough of a visual on the storm. So it's hard for me to tell what the storm is exactly trying to do. And once again, we had another accidental live last night. Like, once again, you guys know this. My stream has been, or my YouTube's been very glitched out on me. So we had another accidental live, and I've took steps to make sure it, well, not make sure, because I don't know, that's what I thought before, but I've took steps to hopefully rein that in and not have it randomly go live on me again, but we'll see. So I'm gonna try to get out ahead of the storm, because the faster I get out ahead of the storm, the more that we can sit there and watch it. Because I don't have a camera on the back of, I don't have the ability to switch to a different camera, right? So the faster we do this, then we'll have to be careful on any of these roads that are wet. These roads today are going to be quite wet because they got rain last night. So they got quite a bit of rain last night. So these roads could be a little bit, this road's fine, but some of these roads that didn't fully dry might get dicey. We'll see. And then definitely if this storm gets onto the roads, then they're really going to get dicey. But we'll see here. And but we do have a good, we have a pretty good gridded road network for mostly up until the most of the way to the Oklahoma border. We have a nice grid. We might have to worry about the Arkansas River. That could be a cause for concern. The Arkansas River runs right through southwest Kansas, and we'll have to be vigilant of that, because we might not have a good road across that river. But otherwise, okay, I'm gonna get another look at this storm. Okay, very rain wrapped, very cold, very grungy. Exactly what I said about 20 minutes ago or 30 minutes ago when we started the stream. So all of those things, rain wrapped, grungy, storm. If you're just tuning in, I'm not in Joplin, Missouri. I'm by Johnson, Kansas. I'm kind of right on the Kansas-Colorado border. We never quite got over to the Colorado side, but I mean, we're literally like 2 miles. We're literally 2 miles from Colorado here, so we're very close. And I'm actually keeping very, very, very good service right now, so that's not going to stay. At some point, I will lose it. I know I will lose it because it's not perfect out here because, well, we're in the middle of nowhere. But so far, the service has been pretty solid, and I think since there's not 1,000 chasers out here, I think it should stay pretty good today. Some of these days where we've struggled with service, it's a lot of it is because, you know, there's, you know, 100 people trying to do a live stream on one storm, and everybody's taken from one, you know, cell tower, right? And obviously that gets very dicey. So it'll get dicey at some point here, but for the most part, it's been pretty solid here. And I'm gonna go ahead and take this road south. Let's just follow this guy right here. I think he wants to be followed. But the terrain out here is so amazing. Like, if we did get a tornado, you know, this terrain is just incredible. Look at this chase terrain out here. It's just so pretty. The grass is green. One good sign is one good sign here is it's very clear. it's very clear to the south. So the sun is out and the sun is warming the air to the south here. So that is a good sign for tornadoes. And that is something that we want to see. This guy's not driving as fast as I'd love to drive on this road, but it's okay. These storms aren't moving that quick, guys. And right now, it's only 3:30. I mean, like I said, I really think the storm the tornado potential kind of peaks. 3 to 5, maybe 6 if we can get enough heating ahead of this, maybe 6 o'clock. And then I think the main threat after about dinner time is probably more of a wind risk. And I promise y'all in a minute here, when we get out ahead of this thing a little bit more, I'm going to go just a little bit east when I can. When we get across this creek river thing, I'll go east. And we will get, in a minute here, we will get into better position on this thing. But like I said, very very frustrating because you work so hard to get a stream going. You can't service. Slow doggy, 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 slow doggy, doggy, doggy. Hey, I want to run this guy over. Oh, these little doggies. There's little doggies out there. I don't know them. I'm sorry, doggy. Those doggies better get back to their home because this storm is going to miss road just a little bit to the east. But so far, very messy, very rain-wrapped storm here. Messy, rain-wrapped storm. We'll have to see if this continues. Alright guys, just give me a minute here. I know we're just driving into the sunshine. This guy in front of me was going a little bit slower than I would prefer to drive on these. These dirt roads are very nice and compact. Very nice, compact dirt roads. So, you can really go pretty quick on them, which is very nice. Except for obviously when they get muddy. When they get muddy, you do struggle on them, and that's the one thing, is you will struggle when it gets muddy because they get it's like a slip and slide. It's like putting, it's like if you have a slip and slide and you put dish soap on it, it gets a little bit slick. I'm gonna take this left up here. Hopefully this guy doesn't take this left. I can get it a little faster here. I guess I could always pass. I mean, there's no point in passing someone on a road like this. So. But I don't even know if that's a chaser or not. I can't tell if it's a storm chaser or if it's just, a resident who, lives out in this part of Kansas or something. Okay, we're gonna get some crazy structure in just a minute. Just a minute, guys. Let me get just a little bit farther east. I'm just gonna go about a mile or two to the east here, and then we'll get a view of this thing here. I'll pan the camera over a little bit. There's our storm. Look at that updraft right there. The structure on this thing is starting to get pretty nice, especially on the southern flank. Yeah, wow. This storm has a surprisingly not too big of an anvil here. I'm drinking some Mountain Dew, zero sugar. You gotta go with zero sugar option. Of course, I mean, you gotta go with the zero sugar option because, of course, you know, liquid sugar is horrible for you. So I always got to go with the zero sugar option. But I'm drinking some Mountain Dew to get a little bit of caffeine flowing through the veins. Wow. Our contrast isn't, the sun is so bright, the contrast is not good out here. This chase terrain is just incredible. Wow, birds! I don't want to kill any more birds. I've already done enough. I've already done enough to you guys. By accident, of course. Of course, by accident. But I've already done enough to the birds. But look at that updraft in front of us, and you can see all these low-level clouds. Look at these low-level clouds all feeding into the storm. So this storm is taking all that moisture, and it's sucking it in. It's sucking it in like a vacuum. This is taking all of the moisture, and it's just sucking it in. Okay, I'm going to turn in just a minute, guys. Just give me a second. This is what I said. Once I get to the spot I want to be at, then we can just sit there for a while. Unless it produces a tornado, then we'll go try to get the tornado, but I'm not sure. I maybe went a little bit farther south than I should have, but it's okay. It'll be okay. It'll all be okay. I want to see if this storm is moving southeast or if it's moving due east. If it's moving due east, it's kind of starting to veer a little bit southeast east. So kind of a mixture of the two. But the structure on this thing is going to be quite impressive here. All right, for a minute here, we're going to sit and we're going to get a view of this thing. I really hope it doesn't produce a tornado because I don't know if I'm going to be able to see it. Because, like I said, the contrast, the sun is a little bit too much. If we can get the sun to go behind one of these clouds, we'll have a better view of this thing. Oh gosh, of course there's things right here. Hold on. There's power lines blocking my shot. Of course. Hold on, guys. One second. Honestly, I want to go to the next road anyway. We're going to be in better possession. Oh, this road is bumpy. This is like the Arnett Road. This storm is so rain-wrapped. Oh my goodness. Oh gosh, now the structure's like gone too because of these low-level clouds. Hold your horses. There's not very many chasers out here, and I cannot believe I'm still holding service, too. That's incredible. I know south of Johnson, the service is not going to be great, but maybe Mantor, it's a little bit better. Because last time I was out here, the service was bad. There's also a lot more chasers out here, so that has a little bit of something to do with it. But I do like seeing this blue sky right here. That's a good sign. That is a good sign for us. Okay, up where there's a car parked up here at this intersection, and that is where I'm going to turn around and get a better look at this thing. Hold on. But this is kind of the convective evolution here is kind of very similar to what kind of the HRRR was really trying to go for today. So have a good road network today too. Hopefully we don't miss any tornadoes on this thing doesn't decide to drop randomly. Because the rotation on radar, at least, is really kind of increased. So, lots of mud here. too far away, aren't we? Golly. I gotta get closer to it, don't I? A little bit closer. So much mud in the wheels. You can hear the mud just churning. You can just hear the mud churning on the car. Come on, Birdie. Birdie, move! Oh, I don't want to get you guys. I don't want to get you guys again. There's rotation due to my north, so I'm headed right at it, y'all. Headed right into this rotation. It's gonna go right over Mantor, isn't it? Got a big tail cloud here on the right. Got a big old tail cloud. Wow, we got a big tail cloud feeding into this thing. So I just can't see it very well because the sun is so bright. And part of the reason is the sun is also the sun is also kind of up in the sky because it's only, like I said, it's only 3:45. I mean, we still have 5 hours of daylight. 5 hours of daylight left here. So got a long time to go until it's even dark. So that sun angle is a little bit up there. I got all these bugs on my windows again, man. Just clean them. Man, the inflow on this thing is really ramped up here, so we're gonna have to stay vigilant and make sure this doesn't drop anything. Okay, there's the wall cloud right there. There it is. I'm sorry about the bugs on the windows, guys. I don't really know here what to do at this point. Yeah, what an awesome storm right here. What an awesome storm right here. Here we go. This is what we want to see. We got another storm developing to my west. Can't even get this camera to focus. The lighting is so weird today. Really weird lighting. These winds are ripping too. Lighting's weird today. I can't see much out here. Okay. Cool looking storm right now. I'm not sure if it's ready for a tornado yet, but man, these inflow winds are ripping. You got to think, here in the next half hour, like it's go time. If it's ever going to happen, you got to think soon. But man, these inflow winds are just ripping here, and I think on the right there is where, golly, all these bugs on the windshield. It's not giving you guys the best view, is it? I apologize about that. Inflow's just ripping into this thing, isn't it? There's clear rotation. Oh, that's ramping up right in front of me, isn't it? I'm sorry about the view, guys. It's just, I don't know. This thing is like reflecting off the windows all weird, and oh gosh, it's ramping up now, isn't it? right in front of us. Rotation, big time rotation getting going there. Okay, guys, I'm gonna veer to the east. I'm gonna veer to the east here. Get out ahead of this thing here, and hopefully I have a good road. Yes, I do. Look at that tail cloud coming into this guy, though. But yeah, it's rotation's ramping up here, guys. I don't know if it tornadoes or just kind of does this thing where it's like, you know, back and forth, but we'll see. Box turtle. We just narrowly avoided the box turtle. Man, lots of inflow coming into this thing. It's gotta get going here soon if it's gonna try to produce. Man, the visibility, like I said, the visibility's bad. That's why we're getting that. That's why I'm getting that reflection off the windshield. It's that bad visibility. But it's trying, guys. It's trying to ramp up here. Worried about missing something in Texas today, of course, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. See, these roads are a little bit muddy. These roads they're mostly dry, but there's a little bit of mud on these roads left over from some of the rain that came through last night. That rain that came through last night is great for the crops out here, and awesome for the crops, and quite frankly, they do need it. Lots of box turtles out here. I believe they're box turtles. We got to make sure to keep our eyes out for the turtles. We don't want to hit any of those turtles. Get a little bit further east. I think we'll get a better view of this when we get out to the main road here. I'm gonna get out to the main road, guys. It's gonna be a battle between, we're gonna be on the storm for a few minutes, and then we'll have to reposition, and then we'll get back on the storm. The important thing is I want to be on the storm while it's producing its best structure, the tornado. I still do think there's a solid chance for a tornado. I'd say a little bit above 50%. It's not overly high. Not like anything that's like slam dunk or anything, but I do think it's pretty solid. It's just a little grungy and cold, which is a little bit of what we kind of expected here, and we'll see if the wind shear makes up for that. Man, those storms in New Mexico sure do look good. It does have me definitely has me a little bit bit worried, but we got to focus on our storm. If I really could choose, I would have been down there, but I kind of put myself in a bad spot today. I was a little bit late to the party, so I kind of had to force myself to play Kansas. Any tornado might be pretty dusty out here unless it's rain wrapped. I gotta be getting up to the main roads soon. Yeah, we're almost to this main road. Yeah, just about another mile or two. We'll get onto this main road, then we'll have a little bit better view of this thing. Get out of it and just watch it from there. I think I might want to get onto the eastern side of the storm because notice the sun is really bright on this side of the storm, kind of making it a little bit tougher to see. So I might get on that eastern or that northern side of things and play from there, so the sun glare isn't quite as bad. Once I get a little bit further east, I can see the sun glare is not quite as prevalent. All the chasers are on this little dirt road right here. Huh. Interesting. Looks like the storm's kind of fallen apart since we last had that wall cloud there. Looks like it's slightly fallen apart. There's a lot of mud up here at this little spot. Oh my gosh, there's so many chasers up here. Watch, I'm gonna lose service. Lots of chasers up here. Here comes the traffic that nobody needs. And here comes people parked kind of in the middle of the road. It's not bad. I mean, we're not parked that badly, guys, but I mean, you could pull off a little bit more. You could pull off just a little bit more. But it's not bad. I've seen way worse. See, these guys are kind of, see how these guys are pulled off like halfway into the grass? That's what you want to do. Unless, of course, there's like some insane flooding or something like that, but I'm gonna go down this road just a little bit here and then pan the camera back over. I'm gonna go down past some of these cars and then pan the camera back and see what there is to see. Right now the storm looks like it's moving almost due east. There's Alex Russell. I'm gonna go talk to that guy, but I'm gonna pull this thing around. Just, you know, I'm gonna make sure to get in the way of his shot. Good old Alex Russell, man. There's our storm right there. Alex, what's up, buddy? I saw you and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna turn around and chill here. They had a really nice look like 10 minutes ago, and it really started wrapping, and I thought it was gonna try because it was really rotating because I was right under the wall cloud. And then I was like right under the wall cloud, and then I don't know. It's not looking so hot right now, but the radar presentation I still think is pretty favorable.
I think so too.
And these winds are just ripping. Dude, I'm looking down at those storms in like New Mexico, and I'm like, maybe that's the play. But what? Like East. Dude, I really liked it when I woke up, but I was like in Wichita, and I'm like, okay. You know what? I could have just been getting there right now, but it would have sucked. So I don't know. I really like this play. I just didn't think the temperatures got hot enough. So we'll see though. If the temperatures got 5 degrees higher, I'd be way more confident. But I think it might just be too cold out here.
Yeah, I know.
It's very cold. Yeah, part of it's because, I mean, it's like 40-mile-an-hour wind, but also, I mean, the low-level jet is just cranking into this thing, and
it makes me wonder what happens later. It gets further. I don't know if it's just gonna.
I think it'll just become a grunge fest. I think our best potential was from I think our best potential is probably 3 to 5. This is what I was really kind of thinking today, but oh, hey, what's up? There he is.
Alex. I thought it was John and Alex. What's up?
What are you thinking about this storm so far? It looks a little cold to me. That's kind of my thought today. A little bit of cold.
Okay.
That's how I felt down in the southern target too, but
You'll give it time.
give it time.
Yep. Yeah, just kind of dink and dunk with it. Man, it looked crazy about
10 minutes ago. 10, 15, 20 minutes ago. I saw that thing really cranking. And
Oh, it was literally right in front of us. And
there's been a couple times I thought, hey, it might drop, but it never.
Still needs a moment.
Yeah.
Lots of inflow.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
Yeah, this reminds me of like all those New Mexico.
Look at the RFD cut.
I see that. Yeah. Okay, I see that. It's easier to see on the camera, but
Yeah.
this reminds me of those New Mexico storms in like 2023. Like super cold,
Yeah.
like insane inflow, but they just never really produced tornadoes.
Right.
You know, because it was too cold, but
I'm gonna go east just so I can get ahead.
okay.
I know we're kind of far from the radar, but it's kind of deceiving. But I'm just gonna keep going.
I'll probably be right behind you, so
See you a little bit.
see ya. I'll go east in a few minutes, guys, and keep up with Alex there, but we have a nice structured storm. It just is very grungy. Gosh, I have a feeling those New Mexico storms are going to do it, aren't they? This storm is really rotating, man. It's really rotating in there. Like, hard. Dude, I don't know what all this stuff on my window is. I might try to get out and clean some of that up. But, man, that thing is rotating so hard. Goodness. He was wrapping up, man. Now I'm finding all the chasers. I didn't find all these chasers earlier. They're all on this road. All the chasers are right here, man. That thing is wrapping in there, man. I'm going to get a better vantage point of it here in just a second. Yeah. I'm I'm just gonna fly a little bit east and then get a little bit north on it, guys. But we'll be back on it in just a second. And I need to clean this stupid windshield here. I'm gonna get all this stuff. I'm gonna get this windshield cleaned. I think I picked up quite a bugs, and it's the glare today is bad. Sometimes it's not so bad. The glare is kind of bad today, so. And that thing is rotating. That's trying to produce so bad. It just might be rain wrapped, but gosh, it's trying. I think it's still, even these cold storms, like I said, even the cold one, can still produce a tornado. It just depends on how good the shear is, but they won't be pretty, but it can do it. Man, getting great service here. I probably won't be too hot south of Johnson, but man, this thing is wrapping up. Here we go. Tornado warning now. We got a tornado warning on this guy now. It's wrapping up in there. We're gonna have to use our eyes and our camera. The camera will see much better to the rain than the eyes will. I think if I get a little bit more to the north of it, we'd actually maybe have a view of it, but it's hard to say. It is, like I said, it is so rain wrapped in there, so I'm just gonna get a little bit to the east and I'm gonna gain some ground on it so that I can hedge up to the north. It's got a nice clear slot. Horseshoe shape on it right now. It's wrapping up in there, and it's got, obviously, I mean, I've said it 100 times, it's got so much inflow right now. Problem, guys, is if it does produce a tornado, I'm just unsure if it'll be visible or not. It could be. It very well could be kind of like one of those tornadoes that it kind of goes in and out of the rain. You know, it might be visible for a few minutes, and then it gets rain wrapped, and then it's visible again. I mean, sometimes that can happen, where the tornado will kind of dance in and out, but we'll see. It's got insane inflow on it. Someone said there's just a tornado on this storm. Alright guys, I'm going to get a little bit farther to the north here, kind of get out ahead of this thing. There's Alex and there's a direction. Clean this up here. rapid rotation on this guy. Still. Give me just a second, yo. Wipe that windshield off just a little bit. Hope I don't blow away here. My door's about to blow off. Good golly. Oh my gosh, these winds are insane. Jeez. Those winds are just ripping, man. Okay, that's where we look back there. Some of the strongest inflow winds I've felt since comes the tumbleweeds. Rapidly rotating supercell, guys, with RFD cut. Let me fix the camera for us. There we go. This inflow is just visible tornado here. The line is picking up right here. Watch back there. Hopefully I have service. It's rotating. I have to see if anything ever comes of it. 3-inch hail on it too. We do have a road to Bale East when the time comes. So we're just watching it right now. It looks a little less organized than it was a few minutes ago, but it's still wrapping up in there. It just needs to tighten up just a little bit here. But you can see the supercell, whole supercell right there. It just needs to tighten up. It's rotating. It just needs to tighten up a little bit more, and an ugly storm, but of course ugly storms that do produce tornadoes as well. So we're just, if it still says I'm in Joplin, I apologize. I'm in Johnson City. Okay, and this thing's disorganized, isn't it? Okay. But there's still a lot of motion. I can tell there's still a lot of motion in the mid-levels there, so. But it's a little bit disorganized towards the surface. Makes sense. It's very cold out here. It's very cold, temperature-wise. Huh. Okay. Interesting. I don't know what this storm is trying to do right now. Huh. We're gonna look off a little bit more this direction. That's where it would be. It's back in there. It's wrapping up fast in there. It's wrapping up right in the middle of the screen there. I don't even know if I can that, but be enough. Hopefully I have drop adaptation is rapid, isn't it? That rain comes around and we won't even be able to see it if it tries. That rain just right in there. It might try to drop and then we'll see though. Keeping an eye out back in the rain. Man, there's so much motion on this thing too. So much motion on it. Storm's very ugly. Very ugly. Alright, guys, I'm going to get out in the better position because it's not going to produce at this moment. It's not going to produce at this moment. It did produce a weak, it looked like it produced a very weak and brief tornado a little bit ago. Very weak and brief. Like, I mean, you could have turned your head for 5 seconds and it would have dropped and then been gone. But we'll see if it has anything else up its sleeve. I feel like New Mexico's about to go off and I will be kicking myself. We'll see. That's why we chase. You know, that's why you gotta get there. And watching this story here. It's doing interesting things. Gosh, I'm trying to wrap up out here. Just say. If we had a nice radar to get this storm on, but guys, out of the street. Okay, come on. Get out of the street, guys. Get out of the road. Come on, guys. Get out of the road. What are we doing? Why are we blocking the road there? Why are we walking in the middle of the road? What are we doing? And those dudes they didn't even know it was happening. Should have put them a little behind. Directional storm do it. You got watch it. Are we gonna try to down again? Isn't it? They're really on the stream. Yeah, really rotating now. So not either. We did not connect. Here. We just had a tornado right in the internet. I'm glad I saw that coming from there. Hold it, turn around. So I'm trying to go down right there. In the rain now. guy's got the nice 360 camera there on the roof. Oh, boy, we're gonna have some structure. Is this my turn? Okay, I'm just gonna. Actually, we're just gonna pan it around. Pan the car around here. Just look at this cool storm here. Hopefully, I have some internet and voila. I mean, we're about to get a lot bigger tornado back there. Possibly. Oh, it's a rapid inflow rotation there. Oh my goodness. Goodness. That rotation is so rapid, guys. Unbelievable rapid rotation here. Oh my gosh. To get another. That is some of the strongest rotation I've ever seen on a storm. I'd be hard pressed to say if there's a tornado in there or not, but I would guess that there could very well be. Yeah, buddy, thanks for, yeah. Thanks for blocking my shot, buddy. Just sitting right there, huh? Man, this guy just right here in front of the shot. Okay, now it's like moving due east. Oh gosh, okay, what's the play here? I gotta figure out my play road-wise, guys. I think I'm just gonna turn around and keep going east. I think I just keep going east across the river and then see what happens. We could sit here for just another second. Some insane rotation. I don't want to get run over by the core, because if I get run over on the core on these types of roads, that's a good way to, I've done that before. That's a good way to end the chase pretty quick. Getting stuck on these kind of roads out here, this much mud, way to end the chase real fast. It was pretty muddy from last night, but once it really starts raining, these are just, I mean, completely. We gotta get. It's going to be tough to intercept close up with how the visibility. We're way better off. We're way better off river, and then we're gonna have to route south. It's when it's blinding rain and takes balls by his tail. That's the way to. Probably going to be something insane in New Mexico here, so I could be kicking myself later on. Very wet here in this little valley. Very wet. Alright, I'm gonna take it another road east and then we're gonna get back on. And then I'm trying to watch behind me to make sure. Give me a minute, y'all. Just one more minute. Let me get back out ahead of this storm. It's moving. It's starting to get to the point where it is, gosh, dude. New Mexico's about to pop. Oh my goodness. I am gonna regret my decisions probably in about an hour. That's gonna be an insane tornado. Not going to be fun to watch from not being there. I honestly could have made it down there too. If I really wanted to, I could. We'll get like a wedge or something up here. Alright. I've collected so many more bugs now. Collected a lot more bugs now. Let's see what this storm is up to. Honestly, guys, it looks about the same as it had. It's just an HP monster. It's just an HP beast. Insane rotation still probably back in there. It's just, yep, insane rotation back in there, I'm sure. What the heck? Just hit the side of the... Wait, what just hit my car? Rain or hail? This thing is worn for like baseballs. There's no way they'd fall this far from the storm, I think. But probably rain. I'm probably gonna have to go. Probably gonna take it east again here in just a minute. The storm's kind of moving a little bit more east than south, but as I'm gonna turn around here in a second. Looks like the storm is kind of direct. Okay, around just a second. Yeah, down the general direction of it, but it may ride just south. Let's see about our storm. Now, this is not 90 mile an hour wind here. This is not a storm that you really want to play around in here. You can see back there, that's where we're gonna want to look at. You know, I can't tell exactly where the rotation would be. It's tough. There's so much rain and hail back there. It's just not an easy task. Oh, man. It's not an easy task. It's not. We've got some crazy structure out here. Whoa, lots of light. Nothing like... Okay, that one shook my soul. That one shook my soul. My goodness. One of those strikes that just makes you just jump. I wonder how visible any tornadoes are going to be from this point on. The storm can always kind of change its identity, but it does make me wonder how visible tornadoes will be here today from this point on. We did get that one visible tornado, and of course starting to hail now. All right, I gotta make sure I'm not about to get cored by like 3-inch hail. Hold on, guys. Yeah, I'm probably gonna dip out of here. I'm probably gonna dip out of here and get ahead of this thing just so I don't get my whole self cored here. Right now, this hail is very small, but it's warned for what are we warned for? 3 inches and 80, 90 mile an hour wind. Oh my gosh. Could you imagine being, dude, 2.75 inch hail, 90 mile an hour wind. Also guys, I don't want to get stuck in rain on these roads. That's the last thing I want to do. These roads are not equipped to get stuck in the rain like that. See? Look at how much I'm sliding, and the rain is actually it's coming right up here, isn't it? So I gotta get out ahead of these things. Just don't want to get stuck on these dirt. I had a good position and I had a good view, guys. I just don't really want to get stuck on these dirt roads out here. Just don't want to get stuck on the dirt roads out here and all that rain and stuff. So we're gonna get repositioned here and get out ahead of these a little bit more. Because if I would have stayed in my location that I'm just in is getting poured on with rain. If I would have stayed in that location, I'd have a hard time driving and all that. Some hail falling too now. Maybe we'll finish the windshield off today. I hope that. I want to finish the windshield off with a great tornado, but maybe it'll be today. We got some big hail now. Okay, we're gonna get some bigger hail here if we don't hurry up. We gotta go here. If we would have stayed in that location, we would have got tennis balls. So we still might. I don't know how far out the hail is on this storm. It's hard hail too. It's kind of, it's a little soft. Actually, it's not that hard. It's a little bit softer, so that'll help us out. But I just got to get ahead of this core by a couple more miles, and I should be okay. But I don't have the money to pay, I don't have the money to pay like $800 for this windshield. So I will at some point have to do it, but right now I would prefer not to. I prefer to keep the windows clear right now. So I prefer to keep them intact, I should say. Dangerous severe thunderstorm warning now, so we got to get out ahead of this thing and sample the structure, I think, on this. Because like I said, as far as tornadoes go that are visible, I'm not so sure, because we did have one visible tornado, and the stream wasn't connected to the internet when we got it. So I would say we got about an inch hail. There's a couple ping pongs on the road, but it wasn't bad. Like I said, just behind me in that spot that I was sitting at, it's now in the core there. So once again, 2.75 inch hail on this guy. .75 inch hail. Okay, this road is mud. This road is pure mud. See this? This road is pure mud right here. And it hasn't even rained yet right here, so this is pure mud. So this is why we're getting out ahead of this thing. This is the exact reason why. I'm not playing around in the dirt like that. I've done that before on these Kansas dirt roads, on the Texas dirt roads. It doesn't matter. It'll be a rough time. Gotta be careful. One bad slide, you know, and you're in the ditch. Yeah, then I'm in the ditch and then I'm getting the tennis balls. But right now we got peas. We got peas right here. But this road is horrible. This road is bad. This road is horrible. My goodness. What a bad road situation. See the rain, it's coming. It's to my left. I can see it. I only got a couple more miles here and then I can get south onto a better road. Oh gosh, here the road gets bad. Ugh. I don't know if you guys can see the road or not, but it's just completely mud. It's dry. It's more dry mud than anything, but it's still very muddy. Oof. Good thing is the divots. The divots are pretty nice here. The nice divots here. Okay, you're gonna look both ways there, and that road, that road right there doesn't take us to quite where we want to go. So that road will get us back into the core. Oh my gosh, it's so bumpy. It is so bumpy. Well, we got a tornado, guys. We got a tornado. We got a tornado today. So, of course, that's what we came for. That New Mexico storm right now is not quite doing as well as I thought it would. That doesn't mean it's doing bad or it's not gonna do anything. It's just, I thought maybe it'd have a big tornado on the ground by now, so we'll see how that thing progresses. I'm still very, you know, you gotta focus. You gotta focus on the task at hand and your storm that you're on. Goodness, look at those divots right there. Ah, you gotta focus on your storm and the task at hand. But it is hard not to be like peeking over at the other setup, and you're like, okay, should I have been down there today? But that's how it goes. I mean, that's how it goes. Sometimes you're gonna get the better setup, sometimes you won't. I don't know. Maybe this one is the better setup. I don't know. At this point, I'm kind of losing hope in like visible tornadoes, but we'll see how things progress. We got some hail falling now. Oh my gosh, these little birdies, man. They're hopefully they don't get hit by the hail. Okay, my main road is up here. So my main road is up here to get out of this stuff. Okay, so this part of the road is not muddy at all. It's been kind of inconsistent here. This hail's not hard at all. It's soft hail. It's softer than what I'm used to. It's softer than what I'm used to. But I feel like the hail I've had lately has all been very hard stuff. All right, we're by Ulysses now. We're all the way by Ulysses again. Oh boy, this storm is not too visually appealing now at this point. So we'll see how this thing ends up progressing. Maybe we should go find a gas station on it and just intercept it. That's a good idea. It's fun way ahead of this. Oh, well, actually, never mind. New Mexico did have a great... Yeah, interesting stuff. Should have known. Should have known. It's going to do it again, I'm sure. Yeah, it's already doing it again, huh? Is just looking rough right now, guys. I'm not gonna lie, it's just looking a little rough. There's a cyclone back there a minute ago, but that is gone. Our storm's kind of gusted out now. The tornado warning is expiring. They're letting it expire now, so. Whoa! Rogue hailstones now. Got a couple of rogue ones. Haven't seen the 2.75 inches, but I'm sure that's back in there somewhere. I'm sure that's back in there somewhere. The 2.75 inches. Sure, it's back in there somewhere. And the 90 mile an hour wind is crazy. Now, I don't know if that's actually accurate or not, but if that is, Lord have mercy. 90 mile an hour wind is some insane wind for a storm to have. Okay, so these storms are going to form a complex, and eventually these are going to move all the way. You don't often see a particularly dangerous situation, severe thunderstorm warning. I don't really know what the threshold is for those. Maybe it's it might be 80 mile an hour wind, and then 2.75 inch hail. So I think tennis ball size hail and 80 mile an hour wind. I think that's the threshold you need to get a PDS warning, and obviously 90 mile an hour wind and 2.75 inch hail is reaching that threshold. I don't know if I really buy the hail size in there. I think a little bit of 5 inch hail size. That's being in this storm. Our storm is kind of going through a little bit of a recycle, so I'm interested what comes through. I had to guess. If I had to guess, it would be, why not? Okay. 2 inch hail. Okay, they just lowered it to 2 inch hail and 70 mile an hour wind, which sounds a lot more reasonable. That sounds like it might be correct there. Yeah, it's a flash flood warning over in Johnson and Mantor where we were early on. That makes sense. They've got a lot of rain over there. There's probably flash flooding ongoing in Mantor and Johnson, both. So this is it. This is our storm. This is our storm, and this is the one we're gonna be on, and this is our storm right here. This is the storm. We're gonna head over to Moscow, Kansas, and get out ahead of it and see what it looks like. This is our storm. We're gonna see what this thing does in the next. We still got 3.5 hours of daylight. We're gonna see what this thing does, and what happens with it. It still has a tornado possible tag, so they're not totally giving up on that yet. Like I said earlier on the stream, and this is not, I don't have the crystal ball to everything, so of course this is not ever 100%, but like I said earlier on the stream, I thought the highest tornado risk was from 3 to 5 p.m., and it's past 5 p.m. now. So I do think we see a tornado risk diminish, but we'll see. Your low-level jet will pick back up, and then we'll see. Shout out to all the chasers who got that New Mexico one. That was a cool tornado. Good for everybody down there. Here's my road. That was a cool tornado. I don't know. Out of my jealousy, I hope it doesn't happen again, but it may. And shout out to everyone who did target down there, because that was definitely the better. By morning, that definitely became the better target. Oh gosh, this storm is grungy, isn't it? Okay. Well, we're just going to get out ahead of this storm and just wait for it to reorganize. I still think that this storm has potential to reorganize and get its act back together. I still believe in it. I still believe in this thing. It's got a chance. We're gonna go another 5 miles or so and get out ahead of it, and then at this point, guys, it's just a wait and see game. It's a wait and see game on this thing. It is a wait and see game. I do believe there was a big tornado in that rain. I do believe there was a big tornado back in that rain earlier that we just simply couldn't see that one back in the rain there. Still a somewhat favorable environment, but the wind shear has definitely become more favorable now. But the thermodynamics are becoming less favorable. So we'll have to keep that in mind. Look, you got to have a combination of the wind shear and the thermodynamics. The thermodynamics is kind of like the juice that the storm has. You got to have a good combination of it. And of course, that I've mentioned that that thermodynamic profile is a little weaker now. And I did mention that a couple hours ago when we did start the stream. I said, hey, like I'm a little worried about eastward extent on this guy. Try not to be negative about the storm I'm chasing. I'm just very realistic, okay? Like if the storm doesn't look hot, you know, I'm gonna say like, hey, this storm is not looking too hot, you know. If the storm looks pretty good, I'll say, hey, the storm looks good. This storm's got a chance to re-strengthen. Certainly it does. So we're still gonna keep chasing this one and see if it gets its strength back. there's Alex. There's our boy Alex, and Mike over there. I kind of want to go back and say hi to him, but he will. We'll turn on to one of these roads. We're gonna do this thing. I'm tired. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so tired today. We're getting close to Moscow now. Ooh, that was a perfect spot to pull in. Should have pulled in right there. I might pull in right here into this person's driveway. Let's see if I can loop around and through this person's driveway here and see. Oh, I might be able to. These people are going to be like, what the heck is this guy doing? I think I can loop through back here. Oh, I might be muddy. Might not be a smart idea. I think we can make it through this. Ain't nothing. Yeah, there's our storm over there, and it's not looking too pretty, guys. I'm gonna go catch up. I'm gonna go catch up with some buddies here because there's our storm. It's not looking too hot right now. Not gonna lie, it's not looking good. Like I said, I'm always very realistic, and if it looks good, I'll say, hey, this storm looks great. Earlier, I did mention that it did look good a couple of times, and now it's hot garbage, but we're gonna stick with it and just see if it has any more magic up its sleeves. There's a perfect viewing spot right here as well. That is a gross storm. Oh gosh. Oh well. It'll get better, I hope. It's better. Sorry, guys. Let me get this on. It's getting a little bit better now. Still struggling quite a bit.
Got you collect courtesy telephone.
Reposition the car just a little bit, guys, to go look at a more interesting position. If this guy will get out of my way here. Wonder how the ground is right here. I think it should be okay. Yeah.
I can make room. I think it's. Yeah.
I think we'll be all right.
You all right?
Yeah.
That should be good.
It's not too muddy.
No. I mean. Yeah, that was weird.
The only chance, it's rotating up there, and that's about.
Right.
This is all just outflow down
Yeah.
here. It's gosh.
Seeing like.
Dude,
We're far from radar, yes.
Yeah.
So I guess I have to keep that in mind. But like, that's that thing. It's weird.
I feel like it'd probably. This might have the best shot right here.
What's that?
This lead one might have the best shot because.
Well, not typical. You know,
Yeah, it's getting nudged too. I mean,
Is it trying to stretch?
Echo Top's probably collapsed. I'm sure too. Unfortunately.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, look at these Echo Tops just
Oh man.
plummet. Disgusting. How far are you gonna chase it tonight?
Sure. I guess I'm just gonna see where this ends up by sunset, and then
Yeah.
I don't really want to go to Oklahoma at night with this MCS.
If I have a nice stream going, I might
I mean, that makes
push
sense.
it. But if not, not just be like, okay, let's try again tomorrow.
Right, yeah. No, I have
Still a lot of inflow streaming into it,
That's pretty wild. I mean,
which makes sense, but see, here's your problem. Right here is
oh yeah.
that's your issue. Right there. But you do have 250 SRH, so it's trying to rotate, but it just can't.
Yeah.
And then the tops go down. Look how foggy it is. Disgusting. This is. Yeah. I mean, it's if it produced yeah. Yeah. Right. I was just hoping for some nice non-grungy structure, maybe. Or
I
something.
know, right? Me too.
I'm almost like, what are these guys doing over here?
Let's see it. Is there some sort of like? Is that the warm front or is that? Yeah.
I just don't even know anymore. The good news is, oh gosh,
Oh.
man. Oh, dude. Dude, I should have.
That's likely on the ground. Yeah.
You think it is?
Oh yeah, it's
People
absurd.
reporting it?
It's a couple
Okay. Large tornado imminent. This is what it looks like, dude. It's probably gonna be like an F5. Yeah, so like, I should have just went with my, because I kind of knew this morning. I was talking to people. I'm like, there's like legit potential for like F3.
Right. Yeah.
I thought we'd clear out.
Oh, I know, me too. I got scared.
Yeah.
Like,
Still,
oh,
like, I'm like, okay, this is fine for noon.
I know. There's some. Okay.
That's not a big one, isn't it? Oh, it's gonna merger in like the four.
I need to stop working.
Dude, maybe we should just like get offline the rest of the day.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like. I posted the tornado we got. That's all I'm gonna do now. Be like, sorry, I lost connection, guys. You won't believe this. I saw 7 tornadoes today in Kansas.
When you can see those thing as analysis like back there, down, working back, you know you're cooked if you're not on it. Oh gosh.
Oh, so I was gonna still try because I woke up at 3 in Omaha, Mike's place, and I got up and it was so.
Yeah, we're moving out of the 3. We're almost 0 cable here. It has to be like wrapped in dust, and you have people like trying to. I wonder who these people are up here.
Oh, yeah,
Of course.
Yeah. I'm glad I haven't seen much else from that first area yet. Right. Yeah. Literally not. It stopped.
Yeah.
Basically.
My all today.
Right, yeah.
Hey, John, are you chasing tomorrow too?
Likely.
Okay.
I get what it is.
We'll see.
Yeah. So.
Back up in this area probably, but
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just
If I were you, I wouldn't look on the radar down in West Texas.
well, I'm looking at his stream right now, but it's a
Ready.
there's a dusty thing, but
Oh,
it's
he's
Dude, it looks looks like it's
It's
going to
not
be like a big
condensed.
dusty wind.
Yeah.
Which is
Near Morton. It's probably going to be similar to Morton.
or Sudan.
Oh, yeah.
Remember the Sudan?
I
Were you
think
there?
so. No, I was not.
I zero meter that one. I have to like go in reverse. There's like a satellite shooting around. What?
Oh, no. I might as well go.
We got a tornado. That's better than
Don't.
At least it's gonna miss one. At least
Yeah, that is good. Yeah, right.
That's gonna be a thick They better be careful. So many people
Oh, that thing. I mean,
because that thing can deviate easily. It's span. You have like kind of like a hard version.
maybe. I don't know.
You know, man, I always do the southern target, the bigger ceiling, and then the one time I don't,
Right. Right.
I'm sure there's a more.
Yeah, that's a. Look at that gust.
That looks like Yuma.
Yeah, we're going to say that. Accepted. Yeah. If we had. If we had producing big tornado environment, this would have been a big place.
Dude, we probably did have a big tornado.
I mean, yeah.
We did, it really picked up right when that tornado happened.
It's the new circulation.
Yeah, we got new era.
What is that? Why is it so?
I don't know. I shouldn't be looking at this. I just look such a weather geek.
Yeah,
I just,
yeah, you gotta see
I
what's
just
happening.
love it. I just look at weather.
Yeah.
Gosh, it's so nice. That's like your,
Look at the rope out.
that's like your hiatus.
Oh, dude, that was.
Yeah, I was sitting in Amarillo.
Oh, Sandhill Day?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Sounded hearing these sounding from Amarillo come out, and you had these towers start going up. I'm like, dude,
That was. Yeah, okay, we were.
I feel like the ceiling was actually higher. Maybe something actually went over just. Okay.
Yeah.
See ya.
Yeah.
Like, who's gonna watch my stream whenever people on Yeah, reverse hail! We're back! Hey! Dude, we lost our 90-mile-an-hour baseballs, but we got quarters.
The inflow, there's like
God,
none
that's
right
about-
here.
That's
We're
about-
back!
It's about to be a mess when that merges. I wonder what's gonna happen. Dude, what if it like veers east towards Lubbock?
Oh, yeah. Dude, so yeah, when I told Freddie that, it was definitely adrenaline. And looking back, I think I was definitely overconfident. I'm like, no, I like clearly forecasted this from baseline to this.
Here's the problem. I was gonna wake up at 4 a.m. and then
Beat it to it.
but I left earlier
Streaming, yeah.
pound, and you can
Right.
get some crazy video. But it's just tough. So I kind of try to like go with the a little bit, target that people might not be on, and
Well, I mean, yeah.
sometimes it works great. Sometimes it, like that one day when I went to Southeast Oklahoma and got that like photogenic
Oh yeah.
profile for it, and like everybody's east, and I'm like,
Your law of averages will work.
yeah, they'll balance it. I'm like, I tweeted in the morning, I'm like, yeah, left Lubbock this morning, and I'm driving to like Durant, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
And I've been like messaging, you idiot, what are you doing?
Well, that's dark drop was.
All right, guys, the storm sucks, but we're keeping on. We're missing a really crazy tornado right now, so it is what it is, y'all.
Yeah, I've been thinking for a while that the back area is going to become dominant, but it just, it won't do it. The whole day is just, it doesn't, if these,
the whole days.
had we had discrete instead of just these two, then we would have seen like 5 tornadoes, you know?
I think it has to be more. I think it was more with the thermodynamics, but it did kind of start to line up. Yeah, it's just the surface temperature just isn't. Storms don't like cold air, so
Right.
they don't like tornadoes. Don't like cold air, so that's the bottom line.
And that's, I think I mentioned to you, it was like, I remember that.
Like,
It was like the wind you said that. Did you guys see the first tornado?
the first one, I don't think so. Wouldn't it just like roll down
Yeah,
for 10 seconds?
so-
I missed that one.
Yeah, I missed it too.
I was, but I got the second.
Oh, there were 2. I didn't see either.
There's a second one that was like kind of down for like 20 seconds, 15, 20 seconds, and then it was still rotating fast, but kind of like
Right.
for a minute there, man. Right before the storm lost itself, that's rotation. Even on some of the strong tornadoes I've seen this year, I've not seen mesocyclonic rotation.
But it's starting to get into the tail. If it can separate from this, I'm still not fully convinced it's done, you know? Like, it's still a couple hours in the day. I came up here today
I
because
wish
I knew
was
that New
as
Mexico,
optimistic.
I knew that Texas would be ugly, dusty wedge. That's what I said this morning. I'm like, it's going to be a dusty wedge. I'm going to come up here for a prettier storm, and guess what? It's a fucking dusty wedge now. Yep. And we have a good south road, too.
We've sat here for like 30 minutes and the storm has barely moved. That's not good. If we can get some forward speed back.
It's going to ingest, I think it's actually about to ingest the other storm into its forward flank.
Here, real quick.
Okay.
I've seen this like 100 times. And yeah, so Mike, when I saw you last, that setup didn't go too well.
Which one?
The Oklahoma one. When we were throwing the football around.
I think I was in Colorado.
Yeah, when is your state gonna do something, buddy? Like,
Yeah,
at
hold
this
on.
point?
I'm trying not
They
to
did it
look
like
at-
February or something.
Where we at?
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that February tornado is still the only.
Never chased Montana.
Montana's amazing to chase.
I brought my passport just in case.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah,
I'm hoping next week.
I'm just gonna pitch a tent.
There just haven't been a lot of chase days this year. That's been the tough one. There's been a few good days, but not a lot of volume. Yeah.
Photogenic daytime tornadoes.
good. What was March? Oh yeah. The only like good day I had was Tyson in Marion, Illinois. I got both of those, so that was
a day where stuff was getting and then
yeah.
and then it would be gone.
Yeah.
It was like 10 minutes.
I followed the Syston storm to Paducah, and then I'm like, I won't be able to keep up with it. I shot north to the Marion one. I think I'm the only person who saw both. It was a good, and that thing, I was 3.5 miles away from it, and you could hear it from that far away, Marion. It was insane. The motion was so violent, it was unbelievable. All right, I think we're gonna drop east and south. What's your name, by the way? Andrew. Nice to meet you. Oh, I know.
I know, yeah.
I didn't know if I met you in person.
Maybe one time.
Back to the horseshoe? Why is ours got a
Whales
fucking-
mouth?
There you go. Why does it turn a hook?
Over here?
No, yeah.
Because it's a lead storm. Like I said, it's a lead storm. It's going to get nudged. It'll try.
Oh, look at the hook on radar. Yeah.
It'll keep trying. It's just too cold.
Yep. You see that?
Can we get a land spout?
Yeah,
Is that even possible? Is that even possible with a storm like this?
If you have enough
The other day, I chased that little MCB in Orson. Got like
Oh.
on a storm that was maybe like 20,000.
Yeah.
I cannot believe that. I've never seen a movie.
Yeah.
So weird. Like, it could have been like a clear funnel with like dust.
Yeah.
Just like, no.
Right. God.
Well, 3-foot tornado.
Yeah.
Right under the occlusion. And they
Right. Yeah.
around here.
Nah, right.
I might consider my life choice.
Maybe we'll see you, man.
Probably will.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I'll do the same.
Oh my gosh, it's so cold.
I know, I'm going to my car. Alright, let's get on it.
Oh, guys, this storm sucks. Just gonna be honest, this storm sucks. I'm gonna get out of Mike's way here so you can get going. Just talking to some friends, y'all. You know, it's a pretty bummy chase, so just talking to a few friends here, and just we're all coping right now. I'm not the only one that missed that big New Mexico tornado. There's obviously quite a few chasers up here, so we're all just coping right now with our decisions. But I'm gonna sit here for another minute and just, I don't know, I might keep the stream going, might end the stream, we'll see. I don't know, guys. This thing it'll keep trying to rotate, and it'll keep trying to produce a tornado a little bit on that leading edge over there, right in the middle of the screen. It'll keep trying over here, but the problem is, here's the issue. Problem is it's too cold, okay? It's like 68 degrees, and I'm getting cold outflow. So obviously, Not a good sign. Not a good sign, guys. Gotta figure out what... Dude, here's what I might do. I might end the stream and then, like, do another stream later with the line segment or something. I don't know. Don't know for sure. Not sure what I want to do. I'm going to have to make a decision at some point. But to be honest with you guys, our storm is just kind of, it's just running out of instability. That's just the truth. It's just running out of instability. So, which happens. It's just kind of running out of juice. It's just running out of juice here, so we'll see. Still a big tornado warning west of Lubbock there. Still, it definitely looks like it's weakened or it's not on the ground anymore, but certainly had a pretty crazy tornado there, I'm sure. Goodness gracious. Chase, guys. Maybe we can squeeze out another tornado. You never know. But hey, the odds are not great. It almost looks like there's some kind of like funnel thing trying to come down over there, but I mean, in all reality, it's probably just rain or something, but it's an interesting looking thing. So now it's just time to play the game of do we get anything else to develop? Or do we get any storms to strengthen? And then see what happens. One thing I've learned, like I said, you don't ever call quits on a chase. You got to give it some time. Oh, the storm behind me looks a little bit interesting now. It's still very cold, but it's a little bit more interesting. It's got some bigger hail in it now. To be determined how this. To be determined how this line will progress later on in Oklahoma. Oh man. So you win some, you lose some, guys. You win some, you lose some. You just gotta. Sometimes you strike out. You just gotta get right back up to the plate. Be ready for the next time that you get a chance to make a big hit. Some crazy supercells down by Fort Stockton, some crazy flooding as well. Interesting stop sign there in front of the railroad. That's an interesting spot for one. I may have to go Operation Squall Line later and just. That's what I may have to do is I may have to stream for just a little bit longer. I may have to cut this one a second stream later. Or something like that. Not really 100% sure, but that could be a good play. Whenever you get this kind of misty, sorry guys about the, whenever you get this kind of misty stuff out ahead of the storm like this, it's not a good sign for, sorry about the, whenever you get this like misty rain out ahead of the storm, it's never a good sign. Love to find Alex again and those guys. See what they're up to. Alex is just to my south. You know, busting with friends is much better than busting alone, that's for sure. This day is about over, tornado-wise. So here's what I still want to get a good stream in today, and I still want to see a good storm. So I'm like, okay, what do I do here? So I just end the stream for a few hours and then come back. And then come back later on, where the storm's getting a little bit better. It's a nice house right there. Nice little kind of like cabin house. Oh, there's these guys are up here. So I think I'm just going to stick with these guys the rest of the day because, well, not much else is going on. So, I think I'm just going to follow those guys right there and follow those guys. So make my chase a little bit more interesting. But man, it's so foggy here. This is exactly what I kind of told you guys would happen. You know, I'm not really surprised. Kind of said, hey, like we got good tornado potential for a couple of hours and we got 2 or 3 tornadoes, it looks like. I think we got 3 tornadoes. We didn't see 3 tornadoes. We saw one of them. One of them, the first tornado was on the ground for maybe 10 seconds. So we were repositioning, didn't see that one. The second tornado we got, and then the third tornado was so wrapped up in the rain, nobody could see it unless you're literally next to it. So, let me see. I'm just going to follow these guys for now. And to be honest with you guys, whether I stream later tonight or not, I'm probably not going to be live for too much longer, but I'll be live for a little bit. It sucks to miss the good tornadoes, but this is a part of it. If you storm chase, you will miss tornadoes. It will happen all of the time. You will miss tornadoes. A lot of tornadoes you're going to see. You're going to see tornadoes that other people don't, and you're going to miss tornadoes, right? So it's all, yeah, it's just how it goes. So just how it goes, guys. Is there a tornado? There was a tornado. Hopefully everyone is okay. Yeah, bro, there's a big twister on someone's stream. Yeah, I know. That's all the way down in Texas. That storm is all the way down to like I said multiple times, guys. I think by about lunchtime, I kind of came to the realization, like, hey, I should have been in. I came to the realization of I should have been in Texas today, but at that point, too late. You know, too late. But yeah. Should have done it. Oh my gosh, it's foggy out here. It's not ideal. Certainly not ideal. Lubbock, I'm getting a little bit concerned for Lubbock. soon, guys. I'm probably going to go ahead and shut this thing down, but I'm going to stay on just a little bit longer. I'm going to shut this thing down because, you know, our storms are not really doing anything, and obviously there's people on much better storms, and, you know, if I was a viewer, I'd want to watch, obviously, who's on the tornado. Makes perfect sense. So yeah, definitely a failed chase day, but it'll get better. Mike and Alex are driving off to. There's someone in the chat saying that they'll donate me $100 if I shout them out. Yeah, I don't. You're full of it, bro. If you ever donate me, I'll always shout you out. For sure, but. I shout people out all the time, but if you beg to get, if you beg for it, then, well, I don't really know. Ooh, these roads are getting slick. I wouldn't want to be driving on these roads whenever the downpour gets going here. That'd not be fun. Look at that red CRV. What a gorgeous car right there. I might just follow these fellas right here. They'll make the day a little more interesting if I follow these fellas right here. Maybe we chase that bow echo across northern Oklahoma. Don't really know. Maybe that's a valid play. Because I have confidence that some really strong storms are going to develop in Oklahoma tonight. Well, these storms right here are going to become some stronger. They're going to become a little bit stronger once they get into Oklahoma. I just don't know how much I want to chase at, 1 in the morning. Just don't know how much I want to chase at 1 in the morning after being up basically all night. Whew. Gosh, man, I really hope that storm near Lubbock, does not hold itself into town. That is not going to be good. It looks like the storm is significantly weakened. It's still an extremely strong storm coming into Lubbock. Do not get me wrong. Tornado risk, giant hail, all the above. But it looks like it has weakened from where it was 30 minutes ago when it was producing the giant wedge tornado. I do think that environment heading towards Lubbock is getting a little bit weaker, so that's good news for Lubbock. The bad news is, like, you're still gonna have a shot at getting some disgusting things there. So, yeah, this one's a rough chase, isn't it? Pretty soon, whenever these guys stop, I'm gonna go ahead and end my live, because there's nothing else to chase, and I'm gonna contemplate going live again later tonight in like 3 hours. It'd be after dark, but I might do it again if there's a really strong line of storms in Oklahoma. The only problem is it puts me out of position for tomorrow. So it's like, okay, if I drive and chase the windbag through Oklahoma, well, that's putting me out of position for tomorrow, and more miles, more gas, you know, decisions, less sleep. Oh gosh. Shut this stream down here. Oh gosh. What an embarrassing chase. We got one tornado, guys, but it wasn't, but we lost our internet connection while we got the tornado. So we did get one tornado, but we lost our internet connection. Oh, shocker, right? No, but it's okay. You got to have these bad chases because the good ones will, you know, come. Good, you got to take the good with the bad. So I always try to stay as positive as I can. I'm really happy for all my friends. Really happy for all my friends down in Texas. I'm glad that they got to experience something awesome today. So I'm going to end the stream, okay? I'm going to end the stream, guys. We're going to shut it down. But we got this guy right here going crazy. Alex can't get his jacket on. My goodness. Alex cannot get his jacket on. He got it. He got his jacket on. It's like fog in front of a storm. I'm gonna end my stream here, and then I told them, well, they are still saying a windbag into Oklahoma later.
This isn't.
I think it could. The environment could but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and shut this down. The stream just got a dose of you.
Okay, cool.
Doing your thing.
Hey, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have as many viewers anymore. Earlier we got up there, but
Oh, nice.
whenever the storm was really spinning, but
Oh boy, here we go.